since this morning. I played a little bit with Jace after I got off my stream this morning, so I'm back doing this now. Excuse me.
What are you looking for? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Is that...
Well, it seems...
I've never done this quest either, by the way, for those who decide to watch.
What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's what about if your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad, that first Dunyarzad, is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you... Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and as for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pause the stream for the moment. I will be right back. Alright. I have returned.
I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
No!
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets... If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save Bud as things are right now. She's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is? How does she get her hands on camera?
I get it. She is who she is, but...
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. The moon, illusions, and lies. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more? We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day... My mind feels exhausted. The moon, the Grand Sage... What's happening? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day.
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that a simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still... Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zerus festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry.
Oh, wow. Alright. This girl's stuck in a time loop.
Let's think about her current
and she's dying at the end of every day. And Nahida's is in a time loop, making sure she doesn't die every day from prison. Oh my god. This is crazy.
And to do that, Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but...
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yet, huh? What brought this about? I hurried back...
to put it in a...
What kind of philosophical knot? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru?
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. Weird that people here don't dream anyway. If this all really were just a dream, we...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
Bubba tea. Not yet, I'm not. It was an accident. I was trying to put my phone back on the table.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said, are you
I knew you weren't going to believe...
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies.
When you say it like that, the divination does...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of... The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your...
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Dory.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around.
How did you know what I was
We need to say something convincing.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't...
Alright, so this is
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like it.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword.
I told you that it won't help. We just wanted her to see the real...
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see...
The incense. Please look at the incense. The incense is
Hold on.
burning.
Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad. And she's basically...
I can sense her aura. They're also lingering...
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages...
Yeah, they've always been against us.
You have a... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right. Didn't you awaken our memories using something that... The Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom... A Gnosis can do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by...
So, this Nahida you met...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a Gnosis to operate.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you...
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. My mind feels exhausted. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power. That doesn't sound right. What's happening right now seems... That doesn't sound right. My mind feels...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information
Take that thing
from
off the
us?
side of your head, man.
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so...
What's the point of doing something?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing some... In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect...
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you...
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely... We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtimes exceeded its expected length, but we can...
What is going on here?
Paimon remembers... Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand. If we're lab rats, then what are you? The moon? Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you... okay then.
What is going on here?
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my great...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to fight a count...
You're saying that, although you don't remember...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you...
So you want us to take Dingerzod somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget. Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Even do you think the Samsara has been broken? Really? Good job on the... Hey! What kind of... Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only... How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more! That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange? It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day,
Are you going to sleep?
it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our rooms.
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we did that. Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds. Paimon said the Duke did that! Whatever. Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. Nahida's talking about confusing... Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? did we not notice this? So, what's...
Huh?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. That doesn't sound right. I need to care. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And if all our memories of a day are erased at the end, we've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could... That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zerus, but muscle memory can't be erased. That's why... A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right. To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your... That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? Right! She did help us find her...
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also...
Get hurt? What?
Well, you're still getting...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my...
Yes, your memory's being...
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zerus festival day after day, common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a lot.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical... Just come with me. Miss Dunyarzad, please come along as...
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is...
See those marks on the dummy? Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day.
That's true, but...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous... I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has all the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and... It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style. And even the...
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But But at least we've reached... Yep, that's true. So... strange? Paimon feels like Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this? How about we go back and ask Nahida? You're back early today. Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not... leaving the city. As far as I remember, we did? But we don't remember anything. Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway. So at the... It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigation. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep. Something here is definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Traveler, aside from your listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's...
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for... Let's go and question... Hello, sir. Why can't we...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, this is a good spot. And the guard... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get rid... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick... Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't... Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon, can you tell... I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last two...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hit. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this...
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of...
To make something like this? Nahida, you really...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't...
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose the... Alright, okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still...
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the message.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all have...
There's another part here. The only...
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other. Absorbed... And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just had...
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the travel...
After the beep, Traveler said...
Traveler. What do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound... Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound... My impression...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of... So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all the...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That... Hey! Do you want some alone time to think?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh.
Excuse me.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. That doesn't sound right. The moon, illusions. People in Sumeru don't. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha... That doesn't sound right. I need to... Those space... That doesn't sound... All the bizarre... That doesn't... I can't seem to cope... People in Sumeru... That doesn't sound right. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so So people in Sumeru...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha... The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. It is the manifestation of the god of... It compiles the wisdom of... And it grants knowledge. The Akasha relies...
That doesn't sound right.
It is the
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also... is stealing everyone's dreams really how the...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active. In other words, dreams are rich bundled.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. That doesn't sound... The beep is a prompt tone for... That doesn't sound right. The Grand Sig... That doesn't... Those spaces... My mind... That doesn't... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. Those spaces... That doesn't sound right. seem...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's. While they're now, no one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival.
So, this is like a dream factory.
Very good, Paimon. Using an...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals.
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical... Now that I think about it, wasn't a... That doesn't... They say that
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon...
Yes, those can... On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. You asked me this question before. My answer, now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible... That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, they're so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the...
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendril can a person gain the Dendril out. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question, especially those whose health is
People's lives are at stake here!
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is...
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Nahida? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but the real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees.
But personality-wise,
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who inspired...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I I were a competent Archon,
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even
to prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but
although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, that means this dream belongs to a...
Huh?
So, well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here, which means, with the power of imagination...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive, like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, after all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me...
Out of town? Are you going to that...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical. Romantic...
Paimon, she was such a good person. Yeah. Save it with... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad with... Paimon's wondering. Do you... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other facts. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, let's go ask him some...
That'll do it for my stream. Like, thank you all for watching. I don't know, actually, it's so far. I'll be streaming again.